Good morning and Happy New Year. It is the morning of New Year's Eve, December 31. We got snow on the ground. I think it's around freezing temps, low 30s probably. On my way to the stand here, I saw quite a few tracks from deer traffic in the night. Good to know that there's plenty around and frequenting the area. So I'm out this morning, and my buddy Doug and his son Hunter are also out. And we are doe hunting. I'm using the 450 Bushmaster. Doug is using a H&R 20 gauge slug hunter. And Hunter is using a CVA Scout 450 Bushmaster. Hoping for good things this morning. We have quite a few deer moving through here to swamp that's off to my northeast for bedding. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Looking forward to 2022. Hope you all had a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a fantastic New Year. These are great deer hunting conditions. Very overcast. We have about 4 to 6 inches of snow on its way. Actually not till tomorrow. Temps are going to drop significantly. I love the cloudy days like this because when you have those sunny days, you get the shadows all through the woods. Yeah, it's a bit harder to see the deer as they're in the movement and whatnot. But yeah, this is absolutely perfect. Something's gonna happen. Okay, so it's about 10 minutes after 9 in the morning, and this gets to be kind of a pivotal moment generally out here. I haven't seen any deer yet, which isn't crazy abnormal. But the stand of woods that we're hunting for the area is a huge chunk of woods, and then the surrounding area is agriculture, cut corn fields, old bean fields, that kind of thing. All kinds of tree lines and whatnot that the deer are moving along. But the most cover really is over here where we're hunting. It's what makes it a pretty good spot. So when we get late season like this, if we don't see any deer in the morning hunt, quite often that means this is going to go one of two ways. One, the deer are probably already here embedded before we even climbed up in the stands. Or two, the hunters that are hunting around the ag fields are going to be getting down between 9 and 10. They're cold. It's New Year's Eve. They just thought they'd squeeze a quick hunt in. Pretty much what I'm doing. But when they get down and they start heading back to the house or back to their truck, there's times where I might see 30 deer, 20 deer, no deer, 2 deer. You get the point. even though I sit here and I haven't seen a deer yet, that means nothing. That could all change in a moment. You seasoned and experienced hunters already know this, but if you're newer to hunting, I figured it's worth mentioning, because I didn't always know that, and I wish I would have known that in my earlier years of hunting. My success rate would have been much higher. Okay, so it's about 20 minutes to 10. Still no deer sightings yet. Right about now, I would say most of the neighbors are starting to hop out of their stands. I might give it a few minutes yet, and then I'm gonna hop down myself. And I'm gonna circle to the west side of the swamp. Hunter and dog are sitting on either side of it, the north and south. And I'm gonna slowly walk and try and wind bump if there's any deer in there that are bedded that might have gone to bed before we even got out to the stands this morning. That will hopefully get them back up on their feet. It's worth a shot. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So I'll give a few more minutes here, and then I'll start backing up the camera stuff and get down, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So, several deer just came moving through, definitely from the neighbors, I would say. I was just gonna get down myself. I had two moving through this way, and I heard Hunter shoot. I just saw three running this way. We'll just hang tight here a minute. I know it wasn't Doug that shot, because he just texted. Who dat? And it wasn't me, so that leaves Hunter. Interesting. See what happens. I almost pulled the trigger. I had two does in my crosshairs, but it's a poke. So they were heading to those guys anyway, so I didn't figure there was a reason to swing for the fences. Stay tuned. So yeah, buddy, heading over to Doug's stand right now. He just waxed a doe. Just drove towards the edge of the swamp, and he's gonna have to tell the rest of the story. All I know is I got a text, and I heard his shot. He waxed one, and she dropped right in her tracks. Heck yeah, dude.
Right? Hunter goes, you get it on video? No. I was gonna get down. I packed everything up. I was gonna get down and head over to the corner because I knew those deer went that way. I thought, okay, maybe I'll get a shot there. I'm halfway down the stand. And I see him come running from the northwest, breaking this way. I'm like, man, and Hunter's like, I'm heading in.
Why? He goes,
I'm like, why? And I said, man, they come breaking right through. You'd have probably had another shot at her over there. And then she jumped right over that. I just, because I was halfway down, I had to quick get back up. I had all my gear on, gun hanging, pop back up in that stand. All of a sudden she looks right up at me. Boom!
Yeah, baby, nice job. Heck yes.
So yeah, I feel kind of bad I didn't get it on video because it's like, doggone it.
So how many did you see?
3.
Okay,
I think
so it was a group of 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I almost dropped the hammer. They're coming through. It was a bit of a poke and a stretch. I'm like, well, why? They're like so heading this way.
Yeah, they were like angling. They were across the ground blind, and we're heading north, like heading northeast.
Okay.
And I'd seen the first one come through, which was this one, because I had seen this one first. I go, I seen the brisket. I go, it looks like a good deer. Maybe it was a button buck. I seen the other one come through, and it was a fawn, and I'm like, yeah, that one was probably a button buck. And then the third one stepped out, and she was a big doe.
Yep.
I think that's the one I shot. I shot right over her back. She didn't even move when I shot.
Okay,
I was
sure.
like, yeah, I've seen this narrative before.
Yeah.
Been here.
That's awesome, man. Congrats. Take a look at her. Good stuff, Joe.
Those onyx were good.
Must have.
Nice shooting.
I'm going to see exactly where I hit her. Yeah, it was interesting.
Were they on the move when they were coming in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were.
Okay.
They were hustling.
Probably bumped them.
Yep, you bumped them, and then
kind of
they pushed this way. And
Were you going mad at any of them over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, someone's
You
going
could hear
mad,
it.
like trying to stop deer. And then
Yeah, I
see
kept
deer
stopping them. Yeah. I was trying to get a head check on the one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
worked
knew
out
when-
good because they didn't care. They just kept looking back and they kept moving
Right.
slowly. But
Somebody across the street, just like we forecasted, that's exactly what happened. Somebody was getting down over there
They were
because
just like, "Oh."
they came running across.
Yeah.
But then when they got across, it was like, we're safe now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just
Let
ran
the lead
into a
fly.
storm.
Were they safe? Were they safe?
they were safe.
Hey, I got my phone. You want a picture real quick? Flip her over.
December 31, New Year's Eve, and we all got together this morning, had a little coffee, and figured we'd sneak on out of here. And yeah, this doe and 2 other ones, they came in, and yeah, nobody really got a good shot at them. And Ben decided he was gonna jump down out of the stand and see if he couldn't circle around him. I've done that for him a few times, so this is
Times, yeah.
Time or two.
this is a payback day. So
Yep.
yeah, Ben got down, circled around, and the deer came running right back through, and she come in and offered a really nice quartering 2 shot. You can see that right there, and I figured we're gonna send her right in there, and yeah, just pretty much dropped her right in her tracks. So that was a fun morning. In fact, I was halfway down the stand. We were heading in because took the camera down, everything, and got halfway down. I actually seen her coming right straight from the west, and I thought, oh boy, quick crawl back up in the stand, full backpack, everything ready to go. And yeah, she came in quick and pulled the trigger, and she sat right down. So quick, easy, painless death. So we're glad for that. This one's gonna fill up our freezer nicely. So thank you, Lord, for one of them last day hunts. I appreciate it. Thanks for your help, guys.
Right on.
Nice job. Congrats, Doug.
Thanks, Ben.
Happy New Year.
Yep.
It's 2022, January 1st. This evening is the final hunt for us. I would say the 2021 deer season. even though it's 2022.
Yep.
I'm hunting with my 300 Win Mag, here with the 450 Bushmaster.
Yep.
And we are after some big old does.
Or little does at this point.
What's that?
Or a little doe is fine at this
Okay,
point.
there you go. I've got one doe permit left. You've got
Many.
3. So my nephew Nick is also going to be at the family property this evening. He's hunting a stand we call Plot 5. Amy will be on Plot 1 or 4 if she changes her mind at the last minute. I'll be on 3 or 4 if I decide to change my mind at the last minute. We have one stand that we haven't hunted yet this year, so we're just kind of kicking around the idea of at least somebody sitting there once, see what happens. But northeast wind. We got a snowstorm coming in. It's not a big deal. You know, I've heard anything from 1 to 3 to 5 to 7 inches.
Sounds fun though.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking forward to it. It's between 10 and 20 degrees, like 16 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. So it should be a chilly one. But it's going to be a quick hunt, hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. Yeah, looking forward to just getting out, getting some seat time, hang out with God's wonderful creation before the season ends. Right on? Okay. Do you have any words of wisdom that you want to impart?
I don't think I really have a right to impart any words of wisdom at this point.
I don't know about
Because I haven't shot a deer in 2 years. So, you know, I mean, I'm not a fan of tag soup, but I also haven't gotten out as much as you have, so
that.
by my own choice.
Okay. Here we go.
All right.
See what happens. Next time you see us, we'll probably be sitting in the stand. Watch all. New Year's deer ever. Yes. Check out this snowfall. Just beautiful. Oh. Yes. So I got a text from Nick. He said there was a pile of deer, 6+ anyways, moving between us. They just popped out a moment ago, and nice big lead doe there. Just kind of nervous, a little bit skittish. So she was moving to the north. So I just did a little mare, get her to stop. She whirled right around. Kind of surprised me. So it was quite the hard quartering shot. But no problem with a 300 Win Mag, obviously. So I'll back up here and see what happens. Stay tuned.
Hey Nick.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
Good. Tractor right over here by this big tree. Just beyond that. Thank you so much for helping me drag tonight.
Absolutely. Beautiful night. A little chilly.
Yup. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
No better thing to be doing on New Year's than dragging a doe, right?
For sure. Yep.
Pretty dark.
A little dark, but light note.
Crashing right through here. On the left side of We're on the tree here,
Yeah.
and she went, sailed right over that deadfall. Oh, there she is, right up here.
Nice.
Nice big, beautiful doe, huh? Get her tagged a minute here and January. You saw this doe group for a while before I did.
I honestly thought they were all younger yearlings. I knew a couple of them were a little bit smarter because they cut in a little bit sooner, but I guess I
bigger ones stuck in the cover, huh?
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Alright. Nice big doe. Alright, big doe down. Here we are, January 1st, 2022. My first New Year's deer ever. Shot her with a 300 Win Mag tonight. Hunting with nephew Nick and my wife Amy. And Nick actually saw this doe group probably about a half hour before I saw them. They popped out right in front of me. Didn't have a lot of time, just needed to make a decision. Saw this big doe in the group and shot her quartered towards me. She went maybe 50 yards, wrecked out right in here. Nick could hear her wreck out from the stand too. It's pretty cool just to share a memory and a hunt together like this. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you all have a awesome new year, and hope you all just get the biggest bucks of your life this fall. Thank you, Lord, for the snow. Thank you, Lord, for this deer, this creation of yours. And yeah, we'll get her drug out of here and get to our families. Peace. Alright, thank you, Nick.
Good thing you were able to drive up here.
What's that?
Good thing you were able to drive up here.
I know. Ben and Ken each shot youth hunt deer that ran down there and drug them to the street. It was so miserable.